All right, ladies and gentlemen, the man in front of me right now. Now, you won't think too much of this man from his first look, but this man closes all deals when it comes to any kind of plane. You want the plane, you want the life of your dreams. Tom Lelyo is here to say what's up. What's up, man? How you doing?
Man, how's it going, Jay? Thanks so much. That was a very nice intro. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
man, I
You
gotta
wouldn't
promote my
tell, like
friends.
you said, by the looks, because we're
I gotta, yeah, but you got that sly look. When people look at me like, oh, this guy's for sure in PR. This guy's for sure one of those guys. I scream loud too much. But no, look, Tom, I've known you for maybe 2 years, about a year and a half.
yeah, yeah,
And you recently, worked with me on my group coaching program. And just so everybody knows, yeah, tell everybody who you are, what you do, and then where were you like beforehand, before sort of working with me? What were you doing and how were you sort of, managing your business?
yeah, 100%. So my name is Tom. I own a company that buys and sells private jets for high net worth individuals. I work as a 1099 contractor within a larger brokerage. And so the important thing coming to Jay was I was trying to find a way for my brand to stand out underneath the umbrella of our larger company brand, which the larger company brand is good and has, their own branding, but I wanted to stand out within my company so that I could also stand out amongst the competition. And that's why I found myself working with Jay.
What was the reason, what was your first, I would say, win in the group coaching program?
In the group coaching program, my first win was probably twofold, if you don't mind. One was connecting with other like-minded individuals who wanted to grow their own brand.
Yeah.
And so the networking that became possible, but also just the accountability. Jay said, on day one, here's your homework, here's what you need to be doing every single day. And having that accountability helped move the needle for my own activity to build my brand.
Throughout the time together, Tom, I remember there was things that we would all share, and something I would say, and you're like, that makes so much sense now. Do you remember a couple of those things that you could share with the audience?
Yeah, I mean, just this idea of systems and programs. Jay had a system for scheduling phone calls. And that was something that my day was always like, I would try to plan out my day, with a planner, and then phone calls would come in and it would disrupt my day and completely throw me off. Now, thanks to Jay's recommendations and the systems that we're using, I can plan the phone calls in my day and say, okay, here's my time for phone calls, incoming and outgoing, and it helps me be a lot more effective with my daily routine.
Yeah. So basically, like, you got the accountability from the people in the group. You got some real life tactics. Obviously,
Yep.
You had someone hold your hand, right? Which was super important. And you're around other winners, which it seems like we all need more of.
Yeah, no, 100%. And if I'm being fully transparent, like I was at a point where I couldn't engage 110% like I wanted to. I even got sick during the period, but I still showed up to the phone calls. And even though I was only able to give, like 90% or something, the return of my investment I can see is going to far outweigh, what I put into there. So it was just really, really a valuable program.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, and thank you for sharing that. And because I know a lot of people sometimes when there's a million programs out there, right? Everyone's saying this, everyone's saying that. Like, for the people that are on the fence and they're like, you know what, Tom, like, man, I've been through programs before, and like why this one? Or like, why would this actually help me, rather than me going and actually nothing happens and I'm in the same position as I was before? Why should they do it?
Yeah. So the reason I signed up in the beginning with Jay is because I've been watching him for the past 2 years, just be there, just showing up. I've watched Jay be consistent and everything that I wanted to do as a brand. Like everything that I watched Jay do as a brand is what I wanted to do. I wanted to show up every day for my audience.
Right.
I wanted to be able to do that. And so the reason I chose to pull the trigger now was because I had enough was enough. And I knew that, number one, Jay was, he practiced what he preached. Jay was finding success as I was watching him. I could watch him succeed. And that's why I pulled the trigger to begin with. But now, having been through it, I can say with certainty that Jay is very generous with the information that he gives. And he's very, because of his experience, you might hear something that you've heard, you know, for the past however many years of how to market, how to brand, but the way that he puts it, or just within this context, the light bulbs go off. And that's the most important part. You know, people don't pay for information, they pay for actual real life change and action. So that's what I found here is, you know, even those one or two things, and it probably could have been more, these steps that I've taken that action, I know are bringing my business to the next level.
Yeah, no, that's amazing, man. Sometimes people say, you know, oh, what are we going to learn? TikTok reels and hashtags, and like, just share with them. Like, we didn't really go over a lot of what people would think like a branding or a social media program would entail, right?
No, I mean, a lot of it, you know, it's kind of an expectation that when you come into the program, like you've heard it all before. You've heard you need to do, you know, you need to be on TikTok from Gary.
Yeah.
You know, you've heard Sean Cannell tell you got to. You heard everybody say you got to be on Reels. Like you've heard what you need to do, and that's a given, right? But what this group does is it helps you fine tune your brand so that when you execute, it's actually effective. You know, it's we went through mindset, we went through, you know, who are you, why are you here, and making that clear, because if you confuse your audience, you're going to lose, right? So we got very, very clear on who we are, how we help people, so that when we implement the tools at the end of the program, they're a lot more effective, for sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I really love when you had those light bulb moments. You know, it was actually, thank you, because it was as any coach and guide and person that is getting, you know, invested with their time and money from someone like you, it actually feels great because you see it. You know, I saw you throughout the program go, you could see it, you know.
Yep.
And for someone like you, man, in the space that you play, Tom, like you're in a constantly evolving industry with a lot of money, with a lot of high net worth people. And the great thing about the brand of what we share with you is that is what's going to close the deal, right? Not the number on the price tag of the jet, right? Because anyone can do
right.
so.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So Tom, last question before you go. Like, if you were to give someone one reason why they need to do this, what would it be?
I think my advice, if you're going to do this, the reason you should do this is because you are looking for accountability, you're looking for networking opportunities, and at the end of the day, you're looking to get a better understanding of who you are so that you can help more people. And Jay's tactics and Jay's methodologies and Jay's coaching is going to help you amplify your reach so that you can help a lot more people than you ever could if you tried to do it all on your own.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, you can be my MC at every event, dude. Hey, Tom, so that people know you're not an actor from LA, or where are you at right now? Nashville, right? You're not a country singer on the rise. Where can they learn more about you and what you do?
Yeah, no, 100%. You can go find me on Instagram at Tom Lelyo. That's Lelyo, or go to jetlifewithtom.com, and you can find out more information there.
Awesome, man. Hey, Tom, thanks for being here, man. And, you know, I'm looking forward to you picking me up in the jet any day now, any day.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
Thanks, bro.